Olá YouTube, tudo bem? Vamos continuando. Eu vou para Novéria agora. Ou não. Tem mais coisa para explorar, mas vamos lá, vamos explorar tudo. Fortuna primeiro. Qualquer dia eu vou comer uma fruta, Renaro, em live. Em sua homenagem. Opa. Cuspi um pouquinho de leve. Não tem nada aqui. Já vai abrir uma jaca em lá. Mano, tá aí uma fruta que eu odeio, velho. Quem gosta de jaca aí? Ah, Renaro, tem que ser fruta pura? Eu tava pensando em comer um Skittles. Eu ia comer morango, laranja, banana, maçã, uva. Nossa, mano, eu odeio jaca, velho. Acho bem ruim mesmo. O cheiro da jaca é uma delícia. Você não gosta do cheiro, Marcelo? Nossa, eu acho mó bom o cheiro da jaca. Só que a jaca em si não me desce, não. O cheiro da jaca não lembra banana um pouco? Lembra não, hein, PA? Eita. Então deu problema no meu olfato. Aqui. Por acaso o jatobá é um negócio que tem uma casca marrom e por dentro é verde e parece que você tá comendo pó. O negócio amarra mais a boca do que tudo que eu já experimentei na minha vida. Mas o cheiro dele é bom. Mano, é sério. Quem come jatobá, pessoal? Dura menos gostosa. É sério, é comestível aquilo? Tô falando sem brincadeira, eu sou leigo mesmo nessa questão. É comestível o jatobá? Meu Deus do céu, gente. Jatobá, então, é a pior fruta que existe. É a pior fruta que existe, bicho. É pra baixo, eu tenho que ir. Ah, pessoal, tem um negócio, mano. Oh, pera aí, tem um trem... Tem um negócio redondo ali. Será que é um easter egg? Deve ser. Mas, cara, é gosto, né? Tem um peixe. Deve ser gosto de toba. Ô, Calincha. Não, cara, é indescritível o negócio. Mas, ó... Tem uma coisa que vendem, eu não sei, é em um dos países nórdicos. Que é um peixe que eles fazem ele na conserva e ele fica com cheiro de ovo podre. É uma iguaria assim, até não é nem tão barato. Dizem que é horrível o cheiro. O gosto eu não sei. E tem um monte de gente que come esse treco. Ó, o Wesley tá ligado, é na Nova Zelândia. Dizem que é o... Mano, vocês já sentiram o cheiro de ovo podre? Mas eu tô falando ovo podre mesmo, aquele que a gema chega a ficar preta. Cara, é horrível o cheiro, mano. Empestei a casa inteira, mano. O pai fez um parecido. Homops. Ele curte. Tá louco, velho. O meu vô, por parte de pai, também falecido, ele gostava que fazia buchada de bode. Nossa, mano, tem um cheiro forte do caralho também. Eu não conseguia comer, não. E olha que, cara, eu sou o cara menos frescurento pra comida. Eu como de tudo, mas buchada de bode, quando eu senti o cheiro, falei, ah, eu não vou arriscar esse treco, não, velho. Vinho de Jatobá. Saúde. Mas gosto é gosto, né? Chegamos aqui na ponta. Não vai ter mais nada, não. Essa conversa tá frutífera demais. Olha quanta cultura. Pois é, cara. Aqui, velho, tô falando. O chat aqui é outro naipe. Cebolinha Visceral. Como você está? Não tinha te visto aí. Nossa, não. Tilápia frita. Você pode dar 1 quilo pra mim que eu como. Eu só adoro, cara, adoro peixe, velho. Não esse Strong Springs aí. Surströmming. Não esse Surströmming. Nunca provei, mas acho que não ia gostar, não. Mas, nossa, tilápia, cação. Lambari, fritinho. Puta, adoro peixe. Adoro. Muito bom. Em Brasília, geralmente só chega tilápia, que é fácil de criar. Cara, tilápia eu acho que é um dos melhores peixes assim. Muito bom, cara. Gosto pra caramba. Fácil de criar e gostoso, né, velho? Tem alguém aí que não gosta de peixe? Couro da tilápia? Eu já tinha ouvido falar disso.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
I killed them because they deserve it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement
Vamos confiar nela pra ver o que acontece no 2. Eu vou, ó, deu Paragon. Meu objetivo é Paragon só. Eu vou ter que só investigar aqui, Helena Blake. Cara, ele ajuda na regeneração do tecido conjuntivo, diminui as chances de infecção. É uma das principais causas de complicação e queimadura. Que da hora. Cara, eu cheguei a ver isso sim, Amanda. Agora que você falou, eu vi alguma coisa sobre isso, cara. Muito foda, né, mano? Ah, não, então, Runizinha, peixe com espinha eu também acho embaçado. Mas é que hoje em dia vende-se tanto filé já sem as espinhas que tá tranquilo. Agora, antes, quando eu era moleque, mano, meus tio, meu pai gostava de pescar pra caramba. A gente tinha que comer tudo com espinha. E aí, velho, uma vez já parou uma espinha na minha garganta, quando eu era moleque. É ruim demais, velho. Mas aí, né? A gente aprende que tem que comer com calma. Mastigar bem. Beleza, Helena Blake. Nossa conversa foi até lucrativa, ó. Cacetada, velho. $39 mil nesse cofre. Puta que pariu. Roubei a Helena Blake tudo. Comi uma bolota de pão e parte pra outra. Nossa, velho. Na época minha mãe fez eu comer farinha. Crua assim, farinha crua. Come farinha que desce.
Ladrão.
Por que ladrão? O que que eu fiz? Ah, tá. De roubar o cofre dela. Tchau, Helena Blake. Vamos ver se você vai cumprir a sua promessa no 2. Minha mãe fazia a mesma coisa. Mandava eu comer farinha. Sabedoria de pai e mãe. Dessas coisas é uma coisa que a gente leva a vida toda. Cara, uma coisa que é engraçado também é quando você tá com dor de ouvido. Eu não sei se a mãe de vocês já fez isso já, mas funciona que é uma beleza, dependendo da dor de ouvido, né? Se for externa, beleza. Agora, se for otite média, aí não adianta porra nenhuma. Mas normalmente criança tem dor de ouvido quando entra água, quando fica alguma coisa assim, e é por fora sempre. Paninho quente, cara. Você taca pano, azeite morno também. Minha mãe fez muito isso já. Pingar azeite morno e pôr um algodão. Mas enquanto tá fazendo o azeite morno, ela deixava um pano quente no ouvido. Cara, parece que tira dor com a mão, velho. Tira dor com a mão. Mano, eu já tive uma dor de ouvido. Otite média aguda. Foi uma das piores dores que eu já senti na minha vida. Eita, carai. Ah, mano, não. Apertei o G sem querer, carai. Uma das piores dores que eu já senti na minha vida. E... vazou tanto sangue, velho. Tanto pus da minha orelha. Vocês não acreditam. Eu tenho a foto até hoje. Eu vou mostrar pra vocês depois. Eu tive que tirar foto, cara, do negócio. Porque quando eu acordei e vi o meu travesseiro, eu não acreditei. Eu falei, nossa, velho. Tô morto. E não sei. Saiu muito sangue, cara. Muito pus da minha orelha. Eu fiquei uns 3 meses sem ouvir direito. Sério, Wesley, o negócio foi feio, cara. Feio pra caralho. E vocês não sabem, foi numa viagem, cara, com a minha esposa. Puta merda, a gente namorava ainda. Foi lá na Ilha do Mel. O que aconteceu? Eu vou explicar pra vocês o que aconteceu. Não é uma coisa muito agradável de ouvir não, hein, mas vou explicar. Eu tava descendo a serra de carro, né? E a minha rinite estava atacada. Aí quando você desce a serra, vocês sabem que abre a válvula que regula a pressão, né, do corpo. Dá aqueles estalos na orelha. E aí eu parei num posto, tava com a rinite atacada, fui suar o nariz. Eu suei muito forte, voltou secreção pra dentro da orelha. E aí fechou aquela válvula. Então ficou secreção, catarro, nariz, dentro da orelha. E aí infeccionou tudo e deu ruim. Foi foda, cara. Depois disso, nunca mais eu suei o nariz muito forte. Não soem. Não soem o nariz muito forte porque pode dar problema. Delícia, né, pessoal? Eu falei pra vocês que era nojento pra caralho. Osteofaríngeo da tuba auditiva. É isso aí mesmo, Soad. Acho que é, sei lá, desgrama essa que você falou aí. Não sei nem se você tá me xingando. Ah, não, é o amendoformes. Aquele é da mesma cor que o Soad. Amendoformes, nem sei se é isso aí, velho. Mas você tá falando, eu acredito. Nossa, Marcelo, às vezes... Isso aí é coisa de quem tem alergia, mano. Coceira em nariz, ouvido, garganta é alergia. Normalmente é alergia. Eu tenho muita coceira também na garganta. E no ouvido. Nossa, no ouvido eu tenho coceira pra caralho. Só falta eu ir agora lá pro noroeste e aí a gente termina esses planetas aqui. Eita, caralho. Nossa, quer ver que eu caí num buraco que eu não consigo sair? Vamos... É por ali que eu tenho que ir. Aí, consegui. Pronto. F Normandy. Por mais batata aqui. Eu tive uma inflamação brabas dessa. É triste, hein, mano? Amendo. Só que no dente... Caramba! Ô, Sword. Desculpa aí. O que mais de dor? Oh, agora nós estamos conversando de dor. Eu acho que a maior dor que eu já tive, eu nem sei se foi uma dor mesmo. Quer dizer, eu sentia muita dor. Dor, assim, foi a pior que eu já tive na minha vida. Só que eu não sei se ela foi causada por alguma coisa. Ou se foi psicológica, sei lá. Eu sou muito assim com esses negócios de psicológico, mas enfim, pode ser também. Foi uma vez, na verdade várias vezes eu tive essa dor. Uma dor na região direita do abdômen. Um pouco assim, atrás da costela, na parte da direita. Essa é, amêndoa, essa é foda. Ó o bot. Já falo pra vocês da minha dor. Eu tô com fome, eu preciso comer. Quem acompanha o canal há mais tempo já deve ter ouvido essa história já. Esse sistema não tem nenhum planeta que dá pra gente descer, cara, olha aí. Eu tô achando isso até bom. Porra, hoje. Vamos para o Novéria, então. Oh, o Léo RJ, cara, quando o Flamengo perde é foda. Essa dói, né? Novéria, beleza. Svarog. Não é nada. Então, Novéria, vamos que vamos.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Minha mão ficou tudo suja. Tem que lavar a mão, pessoal. Aí, voltei. Agora vamos lá. Já eu conto a história, tá? Quando eu terminar esse capítulo, porque agora acho que vai ter muita conversa, então eu vou ter que ficar parando toda hora. Mas eu vou contar pra vocês a história da minha dor maligna. Sofri uma enfeite. É uma queimadura, né? Ah, entorse, entendi. Cara. Eu nunca quebrei nada. E torcer também, acho que não. Ah, já rasguei um monte de parte. Sobrancelha, joelho, cotovelo.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Agora os caras vão me parar aqui, quer ver? Nossa, a partir daqui eu não lembro de nada, pessoal. Eu não lembro o que vai ter agora, com quem eu vou falar, o que vai acontecer.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, man.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Novaria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
Don't come crying to me when they slice your gut open.
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will be
Respeita o pai, rapaz, caceta. Eu não gostei dessa menina aqui não. Se eu tiver oportunidade, eu vou matar ela. Uma oportunidade, uma só, eu mato. Como é que é o nome dela mesmo? Deixa eu ver. Kyra Sterling. Você está marcada, sua filha da mãe. Terminando esse capítulo eu falo a dor, tá, pessoal? Olha o PA Renegade atacando. Não, mas só se eu tiver oportunidade sem mexer no meu ponto de paragão. Customs. Peraí. Eu vim dali, né? Não, então eu tenho que ir pra cá.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Por que tantos guardas?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's flunky? Where?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Goodbye. A matriarca passou por aqui, a gente tem que pedir autorização pra ir atrás dela.
If Lady Benezia is here, it might be wise to bring Niara along. She knows her mother better than we do.
Nossa, Ronizinha. Rompimento de tendão deve ser uma coisa muito dolorida. Isso aí só de imaginar já dá arrepio já.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel.
Nossa, que delícia, hein, amêndoa?
If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
Oh, caramba. O lugar não pode ter arma e eu sacando a arma que nem louco. Merchant Opold.
This one offers greetings. You are the specter that visits
O mercador Opoldo.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
O cara tá querendo que eu contrabande alguma coisa, mano.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
I'd be stupid to do this without knowing I'm not equipping my own enemies.
Your words are not unreasonable. The customer is the Krogan called Inamorda. That one is a bounty hunter of some repute, and quick to anger. You understand this one's urgency. That other grows restless from the delay.
Ixi, Maria, mano.
I'm supposed to uphold the law, not break it.
This one understands. The offer shall remain open. It truly needs the help.
Tell me about the job again.
Eu acho que dá pra eu...
This one has procured a special item for a customer.
Não, Tech. Eu tô na verdade... Cara, sabe o que eu tô jogando pra lá? Tá, eu vou... Eu vou aceitar porque depois eu entrego ele.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analeas. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with?
Could I buy something
Você quebrou os dois braços de uma vez, Leonardo Caldeira, pelo amor de Deus,
the Spectre is looking for?
Como assim? Pô, ele não tem nenhuma Nenhuma permissão de venda. Aí é foda, né? Ainda não. Vamos ver os outros itens.
Have you brought the package?
I'm here to shop. We can discuss this.
Of course.
Filho da puta, não era isso.
Of course.
Upgrades. Kinetic Exoskeleton, Kinetic Coil, não. Tem nada que me interessa aqui não.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Falar pra não falar comigo, credo.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Eita. Guarda essa arma, Shepa. Essa mina aqui é aquela que a gente falou na entrada, né? Anolês. Ah, esse aqui já eu tenho que falar com Anolês. Não, então vou deixar isso aqui para depois. Vamos explorar primeiro. Elevator to Synthetic Insight, hotel e aqui Docking Bay. Então vamos para garagem. Ah, garagem eu já saio com o veículo. Então eu tenho que continuar vendo aqui antes.
Don't make us regret letting you keep those guns.
Esse elevador aqui tá fechado. Acho que não vai ter side quest aqui não, mano. Aqui é o elevador pro hotel. Vamos pro hotel primeiro. Dar uma dormida. Marlene Callis.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Nossa! Eu mal conheci a mulher. Ela já, ó, o nome do cara é esse, eu preciso que você fale com ele. Pô, mas peraí. Vou falar, a gente se conhece?
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your interest in Binary Helix? They do genetics work.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
O objetivo é ser Paragon, então Paragon seremos.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Who might you be?
Lorik Keene. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights office.
For the moment?
Mr. Analeas closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption.
Nada a ver,
The administrator
Tech.
is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
Os caras, velho.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeas' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeas would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeas cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeas' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If I have to kill the guards, I'm afraid I can't help you. There's still the law around here.
True enough, though I hasten to point out that Ms. Matsuo disapproves of outside contracting. If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present.
Peraí.
Back again. But what can this old Turian do for you?
I've been thinking over your difficulty.
Indeed.
Deixa eu entender direito.
Describe the problems again?
Put bluntly, the administrator demands rent kickbacks from the companies on Noveria. I acquired evidence of Analeas' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeas would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office,
Eu acho que compensa ajudar esse cara, né?
as well as a sum of credits.
Compensa ajudar esse cara, né, pessoal?
If I have to kill the guards...
Não, peraí.
If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present.
Porque pelo jeito esse Analeas não é flor que se cheire. Peraí. Eita, caralho. Vamos falar com o povo aqui.
That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
Esse cara pelo jeito é gente boa.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Vamos falar com o Vargas. Não, eu já ajudei você, fi.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me.
Inamorda.
I can't talk long. This call is costing me.
Hora de salvar, porque eu sei que tem uma quest com essa mulher aqui.
10 credits a minute.
I've heard Opal has something for you.
Like I care that you know? You his courier or something?
Yes, but I haven't picked up his cargo yet.
Sit down a minute. I have a business proposal. I'm paying the Hanar more than I want. I'll bet he's paying you less than you want.
Isso é uma mulher, pessoal. É uma... Na verdade não é uma mulher, né? É uma pessoa da raça do Rex, fêmea. Imagina, bicho.
I'll consider your offer.
Make the right decision. You have my package?
Not yet.
Then go get it. You have my package?
I was just about to drop it off.
Good. Go.
Eu pegava a honra, Marcelo. Será que eu fiz alguma coisa que eu não podia fazer? Eu tirei a segurança do Synthetics Inside. O Léo nunca viu nada do Red Dead Redemption 2? Ô louco, velho. Nossa, Red Dead 2 é sensacional, velho. Podemos ver um dia de rejogá-lo sim no PC, ainda mais no PC, mano, que é coisa de louco.
Back again.
I've been thinking over.
Indeed. Yes. If you recover the evidence from violence, he's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator.
E aí, Seth, beleza?
My office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Beleza, vamos ver aqui se tem alguma questzinha pra fazer. Não. Pera aí. Agora eu preciso também ver o meu journal, porque no journal tem algumas coisas aqui. Assignments. Noveria Smuggling. Tali and the Get. Speak to Tali. Opa!
Always a pleasure, Spectre.
Não, não, não.
Not yet.
Quero falar com a Tali, pô.
I should let you go.
Ah, mas é só na Normandy, né? Eu não tinha visto essa quest, cara. Olha, tem que dar uma olhada aqui direto. Cerberus, Investigate, Yankees System. Isso aqui depois eu vou ver. Protein Data Disk, beleza. Os Medallions e os Minerals. Beleza. Privateers, go to Strenus System. Citadel Defan, isso aqui, beleza. Defan. Bora. Léo RJ, mano, bom descanso, bom trabalho amanhã. Obrigado por ter comparecido aí, véi. Amanhã tamo de volta aí. Jogando... talvez Biomutant. Vamos ver se eu posso jogar amanhã. Olha os emojizinhos. Synthetic Insights. Vamos dar uma olhada naquela quest lá. Deixa... Tá. Deixa eu tentar pegar esse elevador. Acho que eu vou tentar ajudar aquele cara lá sim. Synthetic Insight. Eu vou salvar antes de eu ir pra lá, cara, porque... Eita, quem que é esse maluco aqui? Tá, vamos salvar aqui. Porque... essa é uma decisão que vai pesar um pouco.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for Mayuko's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Analeas. And the matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle
Sword.
to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
Beleza, mano. Obrigado por ter comparecido. Boa sorte amanhã na cirurgia, que dê tudo certo. Boa recuperação. E amanhã tamo aí de volta se quiser aparecer. Se não, descansa bem, cara. Pra quando você voltar com tudo.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief.
John Marston é foda, cara. John Marston é foda.
Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeas or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Keene was on the take. So Analeas shut down SI's offices. Quiet-like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
I have to go.
Então realmente esse Analeas eu acho que é meio das mutreta, né? Fiada da mãe. Vambora. Nossa, o Red Dead Redemption 2, cara. Pra mim é um dos jogos mais incríveis já feitos.
Freeze! Hanshan Security. This office is sealed.
Lorick Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Analeas is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Analeas has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Resolvido o problema. Eita, caralho. Vai ter treta aqui, mano? Ah, porra. Pior que tem mesmo, mano. Tô matando os guarda. Mas como assim, velho? Eu queria passar de boa. Se bem que é guarda corrupto, né? Então foda-se. Guarda corrupto tem que morrer mesmo. Ó, Amendo, você já jogou o... Eu não vi aí a conversa, cara, que às vezes quando vocês conversam entre si, eu passo um pouco o chat. Mas você chegou a jogar já o Red Dead ou você só viu? Porque como eu tava falando, o Red Dead Redemption, cara, ele é um jogo que não dá pra você querer, assim, fazer tudo na correria. Ele é um jogo lento. Um jogo que você tem que aproveitar cada minutinho, você tem que jogar com calma. Mas, cara, quando você entra no ritmo do jogo, como eu falei, pra mim é um dos melhores jogos já feitos, o Red Dead Redemption. Um dos melhores jogos que eu já joguei na minha vida. Eu acho ele Nossa, cara, achei aquele jogo muito bom. Inclusive, eu tenho uma opinião meio polêmica, uma opinião que muita gente discorda e eu respeito, só que é por pouquinho. Eu acho que na época que o Red Dead Redemption 2 disputou o Game of the Year com o God of War, eu achei que o Red Dead Redemption merecia ganhar o jogo do ano. Apesar de eu achar o God of War um jogo 10/10. Mas, no geral, Red Dead Redemption 2 pra mim é uma obra como um todo assim que merecia o reconhecimento. Eu estava jogando online, Ronizinha, o online tava de graça, né? Pô, sucesso pra caramba, meu. Muita gente discorda de mim nessa do Game of the Year, mas é como eu falei, mano, pra mim os dois jogos são 10/10, os dois são jogos sensacionais. Só que eu acho que o Red Dead merecia o reconhecimento pelo que ele trouxe, assim, puta, cara. Sensacional aquilo lá, pelo amor de Deus. Foi justo, o gol levou o GOT, a RDR raspou o resto. É verdade, né? Se for pensar desse jeito, Red Dead fez uma rapa mesmo. Cara, Red Dead Redemption, você vê que ele é um jogo que os caras, tá ligado? Fizeram com amor. Tudo, eles prestaram atenção em todos os detalhes. God of War também, só que a obra, assim, o Red Dead é um jogo muito mais grandioso, eu acho. Que é isso, cara, a história daquele jogo lá, pelo amor de Deus, boa demais. Não, a Rockstar, velho. Rockstar, puta, os caras são foda. Tudo bem, os caras lançam um jogo a cada 5 anos. E olhe lá. Mas também quando lança, meu irmão. É brabo, hein? Mas deixa eu ficar quieto, porque a última vez que eu elogiei muito uma produtora, saiu o Cyberpunk. Tô jogando um Leonardo Caldeira. Aproveite. Jogo excelente, viu, cara? O 1 também é muito bom. Nossa, cara. Na época eu estava torcendo. Ah, você estava torcendo também, Marcelo?
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Vou matar ela, yes!
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Analeas would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty
Nossa, vou matar ela.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun.
Nossa, peraí, eu quero matar ela. Matei, vagabunda. Pronto, que delícia, estou satisfeito agora. E a vingança veio. Aí, caramba. Matei geral e matei a puta. Tururu é verdade também. Vou até anotar aqui tururu, velho. Tem que ter o tururu também. sou um tururu. Pronto. Então, pegamos todas as paradas aqui, vamos embora. Não, Hernani. O papo de altíssima qualidade. Opa.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Ela vai tentar me subornar para eu entregar as informações para ela, ao invés de entregar as informações pro Keen. Com certeza eu vou negar. Antes de ir lá, eu vou pegar o pacote na Normandia e vou ver o que eu faço daquela quest daquele bicho lá. Quero ver só se eu vou conseguir entrar aqui para falar com a Ananias. Consigo, ó. Vou Ananias. Vou salvar antes, como sempre. E agora eu vou falar com ele. Então, Hernani Reis, o que eu quis dizer aquela hora é referente à produtora. Antes do Cyberpunk sair, eu confiava muito na CD Projekt Red. E aí eu tava elogiando a Rockstar.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
Que filha da
I see you
puta.
looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
Is there some problem on Peak 15?
An area of severe weather has cut off contact. Things will return to normal in a few days.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by
Esse cara é cuzão, já não gostei dele, vai se fuder na minha mão.
Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Let him be stubborn, Shepard. I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Peraí.
I've acquired Keen's evidence of your misconduct. Let's talk.
Mr. Keene is under criminal investigation. You cannot believe any fabrications he would spin in his defense.
If it's fake, then you won't mind my turning it over to him.
I do not believe... That is not your best option. I would like to make a proposal. Give Mr. Keene's evidence to me. It is all lies, but it may help my investigation into his corruption.
You're guilty as hell and you're going down.
Ultimately, the courts will decide that, and I can afford quite a bit of justice. This discussion is at an end. Good day.
Vai tomar no seu boga, seu ET, filha da puta. Agora eu vou entregar as evidências pro Queen. Foda-se. Fala, Jonathan. Beleza, Jonathan? E eu nem vou denunciar o cara que quer entrar aqui na cidade. Foda-se. Vou entrar com as paradas aqui. Se não for machucar as pessoas, né? Lógico. Eu vou lá na Normandy pegar o pacote. Cara, como o tempo passa rápido quando a gente tá jogando um jogo bom. Já são 00:08, pelo amor de Deus. Jogar um pouquinho mais e salvar. Verdade, já vou falar com a Tali na Normandy, porque às vezes eu já consigo adiantar uma quest, né? Daí depois eu já volto pra cá. Tali Zorra. Eita. E aí, moça, você percebeu que a sua amiga morreu?
How have you been spending your time?
Well, you know, Spectre business.
That's a polite way to brush me off. No matter. There was a break-in at the Synthetic Insights office. Several of my officers were killed. You wouldn't know anything, would you?
Eu fiz isso.
That was me, actually.
I see. Would you care to explain?
Ananias bought them off. He had them ransacking the Synthetic Insights office for his own interests.
That is all too likely. Sergeant Sterling was highly mercenary. If that is true, I bear no ill will toward you. I warned my people against taking jobs on the side. This is what comes of it. I appreciate your honesty, Commander. If you will
Honestidade
excuse
sempre.
me, I must compose the letters to notify their families.
Ha, tá tirando, ai.
I'm rather busy preparing funeral arrangements. Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
Eita. Vinícius Pacheco, mano, obrigado por ter comparecido, cara. Bom descanso, até a próxima. Tamo aí, hein. Mano, eu vou investigar esse pacote até o último. Ó, adicionou alguma coisa no meu journal, vamos ver. Smuggling. É um Apple Mod experimental. Eu vou pedir pra mim. Você viu, Nitrico? É o... esse é clássico do canal já. É que faz tempo que eu não faço.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
O Presley é o... Opa, não é aqui não. É o meu substituto quando eu não tô na nave. XO Presley. Amém, amém. Valeu, Vinícius. Sonhe com a Dimitrescu boazinha te pegando no colo. Não, tô brincando. Já pensou, cara? Eu sempre falo pra todo mundo agora isso, pra sonhar com isso. Deve ser muito legal. Eu vou ficar pensando nisso pra sonhar hoje, pra ver como que é. Eu conto pra vocês depois.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Ah, coceira no nariz, velho.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
Sim, ele é meu imediato, né? Ele substituiu eu quando eu não tô na nave. Então, Wesley, eu quero ver como é o 3. O 2 eu lembro. Ó. Vou dar a cópia pra ela.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet.
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have.
Porra, Amendo.
My solemn promise to stay with you until Saren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Caramba, hein, Amendo?
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First we stop Saren. Then
Ô, louco, Marcelo. Tá doido, os caras aí tão muito loucão.
I should go.
See you later.
Ah, mano.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Alex.
Aye, Commander.
Eu preciso falar um pouco com as meninas também, com as outras mulheres. Porque senão não vou desenvolver no relacionamento, né? Não só com as mulheres, com os caras também, né, velho?
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed
Ah, eu já falei isso aqui com ele já.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the
Faz sentido, Wesley.
But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Isso aí, Amendo.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Caralho, velho. A história do Rex é foda, hein?
Are your people really dying?
Isso aqui eu já falei com ele já.
We're too lots of... So we leave. Hire ourselves
Family.
You must have family.
Xenophage, beleza. Porra, que foda, cara. Coitado do Rex. A história dele é muito foda.
You said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later this.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her? Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Que legal, Amanda.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Next you'll tell me you all ran across green fields singing show tunes.
Don't knock show tunes. I might have to take exception. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vidmails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her.
O zoinho dela às vezes fica meio vesguinho,
do
tadinho.
it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy.
I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Porra.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me.
Cara, o diálogo fica muito baixo às vezes, velho. Dá raiva.
For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now.
Pô, cara, o Inquisition é um jogo que eu não zerei em live ainda, vocês estão falando aí.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Toussaint.
Ah, já.
I think...
Hey, want me to ask her?
Já vimos aqui já.
Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with
Well,
CSAC.
not as much as you.
Já falou tudo.
Disturbing.
What happened? Why were you
I was
investigating?
tasked with tracking black market trade on the city.
Isso aqui a gente já falou com ele já.
But this case wasn't that clear cut. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organs.
Eita, não.
Right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage.
Putz, isso aqui eu não tinha falado não, cara. Acho que não é nada importante pra história. Devia devia ficar de uma cor diferente as conversas que a gente já teve, né, cara? É muito prático isso em alguns jogos.
Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people
Olha como o diálogo tá baixo, cara.
employees. They were test tubes, walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow,
Ah, tá.
so he'd just leave it in them.
É, o Origin é outro que eu também nunca trouxe em live, né?
On the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees.
Verdade, né, Runizinha?
Near a space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Pish.
Maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see a point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that, but Commander, take
Opa,
me
um side quest, rapaz. Ei.
I want to be there when you find him.
Ó, sucesso, uma side quest que depois eu vou ter que fazer com o cara aqui. Bom, pessoal, eu vou salvar porque eu tô... Pronto. Tô meio cansado já. E vou dar uma descansada. Amanhã estamos de volta. Deixa eu vir aqui pro fim. Amanhã estamos de volta, pessoal. Muito obrigado a todos aí pela presença. Amanhã eu vou ver se eu consigo trazer o Biomutant. Eu aviso vocês se deu ou não. Se não der, a gente traz... Eu vou ver. Eu quero tentar consertar também o Metro, beleza? Pessoal, muito obrigado a todos. Obrigado pela presença, obrigado pela companhia de vocês durante essa live. Até a próxima. Fiquem muito bem até lá. Falou, galera. Valeu. Abração.